Hi guys, I'm Raging Diesel, and welcome to another episode of The Infected. Now in our last episode, we spent the day putting together those 12 refrigerators that we installed in the food supply wing. And although I got 2 started, we still had to put together 250 iron, 30 copper, and 100 electrical parts. And that took us most of the day to do. So in today's episode, we're going to go ahead and wire that up and build enough power to keep it running full time. And I'm figuring we probably need about a dozen each of the solar panels and wind turbines. Now I'm going to wait for the batteries until we go to the trader so we can get those high capacity batteries and that gas generator. But we should be able to run it full time with what power we generate. So we got a lot on our plate today, so let's get rolling. Okay, we got a midnight attack, guys. Are they coming here? Nope, they're coming to the back one. Okay. Oh, they're damaging it. There we go. Get out of here. There's more than this. Okay, maybe that is it. Only 3? I'll take it. Got some Kevlar, aluminum. Looks like some oil cans. Oh, there we go. Ouch. More health kits. Okay. Is that it? Because I was just about ready to go to bed for the night. Okay, well, I'll see you in the morning. We're going to go ahead and turn in right now. Okay, here we go. I had trouble with our audio, so I'm dubbing over this video here, and I'll try to do my best to let you know what's going on because my audio completely messed up. I think my mic came unplugged because it did. I fixed it either this video or the next video at the end of the. But so we came up here and we decided we need to power these. So we need to put a control box. So we're placing a control box here. Place it right there. Of course, we need a junction box to go underneath it. And that's under power. Then we decide, well, let's go up and get the resources for it. We're going to need to run wires to the back of each one from the junction box. Well, we need to find out how many resources it's in there, so we're going to go up and place the wires up underneath here with a relay. So we're going to run to the wires from the control box to the junction box and then down to the relay underneath. And that way you won't see the wires because they'll come in from behind. So let's go up and get what we need for them. And we needed copper. We need some cobalt. We need a little bit of iron. But we got some in this boxes up here. So let's just take it from here. Take a couple pieces. And then, of course, we need screws. And, of course, again, I get lost in this place and can't figure out where the supply room is. So let's grab some screws. Just grab a full batch, and let's run it down there and build those 2 control boxes. There we go. And junction box. And we'll just name this junction box fridges. That'll be easy enough to recognize. Now we need to put the relay in. So we'll figure out a place underneath here. Now I did do some editing for time. And we just figure we'll place it up underneath one of these foundations, and that should be good enough. You won't be able to see it. I need to find a good place for it. And I couldn't figure out a good place to reach it. And this looked as good as any, so I placed it here. And for that, we needed 1 iron ingot, 1 copper ingot, and 4 screws. We had the screws on there, so we need just 1 iron and 1 copper. Go ahead and grab our iron. Or was it cobalt? I think it was copper, wasn't it? And I made a mistake, I think. Let's grab some wire. But I think I changed it and edited it. I edited that part out and went back and had to go back and get the copper. Now we're going to go ahead and start running these wires up. And all you do is just walk up to the, I guess it's right there. That's not a good place for it. What you do is just basically you put your pointer right there, click it in, and to make sure it's in, you just lift it out, move it, make sure it's lifted. You just don't set it down anywhere or go right back where you placed it. So we're going to run up our wires one at a time. And I had trouble finding it first. I didn't know if I was going to find it. And then run back and forth. You got to figure we got 12 wires to run up to these fridges. But just to make sure, we just pull it out to make sure it connected. I think that this is like the 4th one. That's the 5th one. And this is where I noticed that the wires just don't look right. Oh, we missed one. So we gotta... all those are there. So that was the 4th one. So we have to run back and get that one. And we're not happy with the way that where the wires are coming out. So we're going to run this one wire. And eventually we move that relay to a better location. There, it's connected. Now we're gonna... I think this is where we moved the relay. No, a couple times I can't figure out which way to go out, get up here. And now we take the relay, just hit N, pick it up, and we can move the wires and all. to a better location. And what I did is I moved around these foundations until I found where the walls were. And then I says, oh, this is perfect. We'll stick it here in this corner on this side of the wall, and it'll run the wires directly to behind them from this location here. And then we start running the wires again. Running up to the next one. And just about every time I did, I checked it by moving it out, make sure it was connected. That one was connected. Just hit N like you're going to move it, and just don't set it down and it'll go right back to where you want it. So we got 6 more to run, and I fast forward a little bit. Got those, and this is where we got an attack. So let's go take care of this. Back down there. Back on the back spikes again. We take care of them. I've been noticing that they don't really do that much damage now to these spikes. And really don't need Mike to repair them as often. We just keep an eye on them. And if they get down to about halfway, then I just turn them on repair. Let's just switch Mike over to repair stuff, and then he takes care of it. Now we're going to definitely fix this. And I've been thinking about ways to fix it, but we'll do that in a future episode. And let's go run another wire. You have to crouch to get through that one spot, and then you can run up here. And you need your repair. There you go. Run these wires up. Getting down to our last few. And I think this is the last wire, or one of the last wires. I'm not sure which one it is. Then I see it there, and I says, it's got to be this one. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, that's connected. And this one wasn't. So that's the one we need to run the wire to. Now they're all connected. Run one from the junction, control panel to the junction box. Now, I couldn't see that wire, so I wasn't sure if it was connected. I should have tested it beforehand, but then we ran one from the junction box to the relay. If we can climb up. I have to crouch to this one spot here. Connect it here. Now this is the point I should have went up and tested it first and see if it turned on. But instead, I think I ran another wire, and I shouldn't have. Because it doesn't look like it's connected, but it's running through that pole there. Anyway. Eureka! It turns on. We're running power, but if you look at here, it's the power available is minus 40, so we're definitely low on power. And at night, it's even worse. So we need to go ahead and get our power started. And I figure we need one wind turbine and one solar panel for each one to run that full time. So since we got a dozen of them, I already brought ahead all of our the majority of our aluminum anyway. Not all of it, but the majority of it. And we're going to go ahead and place down our solar panels here under power. And I'm not too particular on how they go. As long as they look halfway decent, I'll set them down in a decent spot, and we'll. No, I'm not too OCD about exactly where they go. As long as they look relatively straight and relatively lined up, I'm going to place them down like so. Yeah, I wished I would have had it, but I'm working on a new audio solution for us, and I won't be running a USB microphone just too much sooner. Instead of going, this is a really good microphone. This Audio-Technica AT2100 is a really good microphone. It has XLR capabilities, and it's so much. And once I EQ it enough, it sounds so much like a broadcast microphone that I'm not too bothered by it. But I'm going to get an audio interface where I can actually see my levels while I'm recording. Now we're just setting up our wind turbines, making sure they're straight. And I always made sure they were straight on the same line on the bricks there. And I just moved up until they showed up, placed another one, and I'm counting them out. That's 4, 5, 6, or actually 1, 2. That's 5. That's 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Now I got to make sure I flip it around, point in the other direction so the blades are on the outside. And that's 12. Now we just need to see how much we need. So we'll just go ahead and start dumping this aluminum in. But I know we were short, so I decided to run up here and drop off all this stuff in my inventory. That way I can carry as much of those aluminum ingots as possible. Drop the biofuel. We got the biofuel, the Kevlar and stuff. All that stuff's going to be great for the trader. We don't really need that much Kevlar anymore, so we might as well sell it to the trader. And let's put the screws away. And let's grab some aluminum anyway on the way down before we go. Grabbed as much as we can carry, even though we've got more down there. And let's go ahead and just run them in. And we'll go ahead and start with the solar panels first. And I don't think I think I edited it out where we didn't put every single one in. But that's all the aluminum for the... But I think you need 4 aluminum or 5 aluminum for the solar panels and 10 aluminum for each wind turbine. So it's like 120 plus 160. It's like 165 pieces of aluminum. What I do is while I'm putting them in there, once the crates were empty, I started moving them over so I knew which one was empty and which ones were full. And I thought I counted out the right amount of aluminum. But I think I ended up short. Or no, when I picked up that aluminum off the rack inside the forge, I ended up having more than I needed. Or I was too short. Yeah, I was too short. So we decided to go ahead and grab this box and go ahead and grab the copper while we're up here. Grab the 2 pieces of aluminum that we need, and I had extra in the boxes. And let's grab as much copper as we possibly can. But we better move the box over first so we don't have to crawl over there once we get overweight. Grab as much copper as we can fill in our bag and then drop it off in the storage crate. And I think I counted out the right amount or such. Because I think, I believe only the solar panels need the copper. So I ended up putting the extra aluminum that I needed. And then I just started putting in the copper for each. So for copper 4, that's like 48. Needed 48 total. And I don't think I've grabbed enough. Now I'm out. So we're going to go ahead and reload the copper. And this time I grab more than I need. So I'm assuming I needed copper for both. I assumed I needed copper for both the wind turbines and the solar panels, but you only need copper for the solar panels. And I thought, oh, we're going to be short. So let's put some more copper on just in case. That's as much as I could carry, so I threw some on the brick forge there, and just in case if we were short, I could go ahead and cook some more up. Well, let's go grab them last two. And if we need to, we'll start that. But I think we have enough, so I'm just checking to make sure I don't have any extra ingots in the boxes here. Let's run this down and put it in. And that's where I find out, oh, I don't need copper in here. Let's just put this copper in these and get the cobalt. So you need cobalt for both the solar panels and the wind turbines. 4 cobalt for the solar panels, and I believe it's 5 for the wind turbine. And that's all the copper we need. Let's go ahead and run this back and grab some cobalt. And just take this out, put this away. Just grab as much as we can. I use my middle mouse button instead of E, and that's why it shakes sometimes, if you understand. If you wondered why. Sometimes I have to be a little careful about picking it up or it shakes my camera. That's full. That's nearly full. This grabs a little bit more, just as much as I can carry, and that's too much. So let's put some back. And I'm just checking to see if there's any extra in there. But there wasn't. We're not mining as much cobalt as we are everything else, so we always end up short. But one thing is we're not going to really need too much more of the cobalt unless you're talking about the electrical parts we'll need in the future. But this is going to be the last of the solar panels and of the wind turbines I believe we'll need. I think that'll keep us in plenty of power during the day, and the batteries that we build will help support us during the evening. We might have to build more, especially if we're going to put in electrical lights. We'll have to wait and see. That's all the cobalt we needed for the solar panels. Now all we need is iron in them. And we'll put whatever we have left over here. Even though it's not enough, we'll dump them in these solar panels. There's 4 each for both of them, so 48. That's 96 total cobalt we needed for this project. Might as well reload. No sense in doing that. I just filled everything up. We actually need some food. We're running low on food there. Try to figure out where I left off. Those are done. 6 more. Now we need to get the lead for the wind turbines. 5 lead each for each wind turbine. And this is where I noticed now I'm hungry. Let's go ahead and put this cobalt away. And let's go run down and grab a bite to eat. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I'm actually up late night, finishing up this edit once I noticed. Ended up with 1 health. Looks like our health now is up to 109. We're topped off. Let's check the animals. They're good at 1400, so they're doing just fine. And let's go finish this project up. Let's grab as much lead as we possibly can. There, that's good. Just try to get as much as... We'll fill up both boxes and then grab as much as we can carry. Maybe I got the exact count right. This is where I find out, oh, I don't need lead in here. I've got copper in here. So I guess all I needed is for the wind turbines. 5 each. It's still a lot of lead. It's like 70 pieces of lead. In between episodes, I'm going to have to run back to the mine and mine some more. By the time you see this episode, I've reached 370 subs, and I really appreciate everybody who's subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to grab the rest of that lead. put them in. Those are done. We need 5 more. There. That's all of it. Now in my head, I'm calculating how much iron we need. We need 4 for them. 4 iron ingots per wind turbine. Now let's go check the solar panels. And we need 5 for those. So a dozen each. Got 70, 110, 118 total, I believe. That's just off the top of my head. But we're gonna go ahead and just load up as much as we can, and we'll figure that out. All I know is I made up a whole mess of iron. I knew this project was gonna be big, so I made as much up as I possibly could. Why did I kick it out of the box? Now I have to put it right back in. Grab that one. I think I can carry a few more. Not too many. Let's run down and put these in. I didn't cut any more out. I wanted you guys to see them once I completed each one. Grab some more. I think I need another trip before I finish. That goat was annoying me the whole time. And there's all the solar panels done. Let's put as much of this iron as we possibly can. Which is enough for 2. He's trying to count out how much more we left. Figure there's 10 there. Need 4 in each. That's 40. 2 box loads. Or 2 racks. And since there was 1 line left, and that's 30, so we need 6 more. I don't know why I grabbed a few more, just in case, but I ended up, I guess it was right. Maybe I got counted wrong. Let's go get some more. This is the last of it. We made a good day of making all this power, but there you go. All this. Let's take a good look at it. All the power we made today. Looks good. And we're gonna go ahead and take a screenshot for the thumbnail. Anyway, that's all we have time for today. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for future content. Don't forget to ring the bell and comment down below. You know I love your comments. They give great feedback and they help the channel grow. So until next time, this is Raging Diesel saying, keep the shiny side up. Goodbye, everybody.